Welcome, design students. In this video, we're going to create the wings for our penguin, and maybe we'll add a shadow here under his chin for the beak. All right, so let's make wings. To make wings, we're going to start with an ellipse. Make sure you have the top layer selected here. Grab the ellipse tool, and we're going to create sort of a wing-looking shape like so. And convert it to a path. Right-click, convert to path. And if it has a blur on it or anything, make sure you delete that. And then we're going to get the subselect tool, select the wing tip point, and convert that to a corner. Now you have a wing shape. We could also convert that to a disconnected one so that we can sort of shape that wing a little bit better, like so. Just give it more of a shape. And then we're going to fill this one with a gradient. Click the swatch and select linear gradient and move this up so the highlight is on the shoulder, just like we did for the other ones. Select it, Control C, Control V, or Command C, Command V on a Mac to copy and paste. Click the fill swatch and fill this one with a solid color, black, and select it. Select the top one and hold down Shift and Alt, and then add a blur. And you can just kind of move it around to get that tightened in there, and you can also resize it if you wanted to. And of course we can also adjust the gradient. Okay, so now we have a wing, but I'm going to group these two, so I'm going to select both of them in the layer panel here. And I'm going to right click and group this selection. I'm going to name this wing left. And then I'm going to select the group and rotate it a little bit and move it in. And I think this is too black, so I'm going to select that inner part. I'm going to open up the group and select the inner part and make it not quite so black. It just looks a little blacker than the rest of the body. And now to make the other one, all we have to do is select the group and Control C, Control V, copy and paste. And then we're going to flip it horizontally and move it to the other side. And then I'm going to use my arrow keys to nudge it to make sure that it sticks out the same amount from the body. So now our penguin has wings. And in the next video, oh actually wait a minute, we wanted to make that shadow, my bad. So let's create the shadow here that would be on the body from the beak. So to do that, I'm going to use the pen tool. I'm going to make sure that I am in the top layer here. I'm going to select the wing layer, so I'm at the top of this layer stack. I'm going to get the pen tool, and I'm going to draw sort of a triangular shape, like so. And then I'm going to get the select tool, make sure that it's selected, and if it has a border, delete it. And then we're going to make this black, and then we're going to select it again and add a blur to it. And we can adjust it in a minute, but let's also knock the opacity down and maybe not quite so much blur. And now we can adjust it using the subselect tool, like so. And as long as it's behind the head and at the top of the body layer stack, then it's going to be in the right place. Now we have a shadow for the beak. So let's move out. I think that's a little dark, so I'm going to pull the opacity down a little bit more. Okay, in the next video, we're going to work on the feet, and I'll see you then.